this morning we're starting off pretty typical of where we should be, especially this time of the year. This is the Bayfront Inn. Not only is that water glistening on the mix of sun and clouds, it looks pretty welcoming because even though today our temperatures are pretty typical for summertime, it's still going to be a hot day overall. Now, one of the reasons why we're not going to see our highs max out in the mid 90s like that near record heat we saw earlier in your work week is because that rain is going to start to arrive a little bit earlier, close to noon, maybe even 1 o'clock. Now, as we start the morning right now, we're not feeling the heat necessarily like we would at the peak afternoon highs. Currently sitting at 73 in Arcadia, 77 in Fort Myers. That must be the magic number because that's the number through our inland area, 77 over in Bonita Springs, the same in Naples and also over in Golden Gate. But when you factor in the dew points, which are going to be in the low to mid 70s, some of us even in the upper 70s right now, it makes it feel very muggy and sticky out there. Now we're going to have a bit of a flip in our weather pattern when we see that rain earlier, and that's because of a front to the north of us. As it moves to the south, it's also going to switch that wind right to an onshore flow, and that will cause it to feel muggier. We're also going to see the rain earlier. We're not seeing the evidence of that right now, though. Clouds and radar sweeping across nice and clear. As we get closer to about 11 noon, some of those showers in the Gulf going to push onshore, becoming more widespread. Scattered storms and showers up and down the I-75 corridor around 2, 3 o'clock, pushing through our inland areas. This is a look at 7 o'clock later on tonight, with the bulk of the activity being on the east coast. But even as we inch closer to sunset, 10 o'clock at night, we do have a chance for an isolated storm or two, especially through our inland areas. Then we do it all over again on Monday, waking up with a few isolated showers up and down the coast for your Monday morning commute, becoming more widespread as it reaches the I-75 corridor around 1 o'clock, pushing through our inland areas in the afternoon and evening hours, and really clearing up closer to your sunset time. We do have a chance for an isolated shower, though, to linger around through the evening hours, even the overnight hours, and we're stuck in that weather pattern for the next couple of days. Now, with the rain earlier, it means our temperature is not going to be as hot as what we've seen, like I explained. Average high this time of the year is 92 degrees in Fort Myers. The record for today is 98 degrees. That was set back in 1997. We will be nowhere near that record-breaking heat. So in Punta Gorda, we're looking at a high of 88 degrees, moving a little bit further to the south, a little bit warmer, a high of 91 in Cape Coral, the same in Fort Myers. Looking at a high of 91 in Alva and Lehigh Acres, 90 in Immokalee, and 89 over in Orange Tree. Now, even though it's a tad bit cooler than what we saw maybe on Thursday and Friday, 90s is still going to be a little warm. So if you wanted to beat the heat, your Inman Marine boating forecast looks great with the wind coming out of the west up to 15 knots. Seas 1 foot or less, and then a light chop on your inland waters. Here's the thing, you just have to keep your eye to the sky because we're going to start to see that activity start in the Gulf when it comes to those scattered storms and showers. Let's talk the tropics for a moment. All looks nice and quiet over in the Atlantic thanks to that thick Saharan dust. But as we get closer to home, we are watching this disturbance that is pushing onshore for portions of southern Texas. Right now, bringing them a slew of heavy downpours and even thunderstorms. But as it pushes onshore, it shows signs of less organization. The National Hurricane Center at 8 o'clock this morning only giving it a 10% chance of development over the next 5 days. So here's what you need to know as we head into your second week of school and also your next work week. For today, we're looking at a high at 91, scattered storms and showers later on. Tomorrow, we could wake up with a few showers up and down the coast, becoming more widespread scattered storms and showers as we head into the afternoon. Highs for the next couple of days do remain in the low 90s. Then as we hit Friday, we are heating up as we see that typical summertime pattern return with afternoon storms and showers. That follows us into your next weekend. Overnight lows each and every night, warm and muggy in the upper 70s.